Alrighty, we're back. So, what's up, Lady Great Magic? Thank you for the follow. Catching a stream after seeing YouTube videos. Glad you can make it, and I'm glad you enjoy the YouTube stuff, YouTube content. We are in a bit of a precarious position. I know. I know you're shocked if you've watched the Grand Campaign before, that we are in a rough position, given that God has long since abandoned our struggles, which is why we have taken to other worship now. Over the last 200 years, we have struggled to find any measure of stability. After Castalla grew in power, France became strong, and after our allies have abandoned us time and time again. We have first lost Eastern Iberia, then we lost our Italian holdings, and lastly, not on 15 to 20 years ago, we lost North Africa to the 4th or 5th Spanish War. It's hard to keep track. They've taken so much from us. We are in a stable period governmentally. The Chancellor of the government, Simeon, who's not the king, RP-wise, I've tried to use the mechanics of the status versus the monarchy. The monarchy is separate from our government. There are chancellors who rule due to a bit of reform happening in Sardinia. We have a very competent chancellor, Simeon III Serra. He's a patron of the arts. He's secretive and competent and really all matters. He's the first stable leader we've had who has been able to secure power for a long period. And we are finally at a point where we have cohesive policy and have been able to stabilize. However, the New World, where we thought we would find redemption and strength, is quickly falling behind. We were the first to find it, you will remember. Sardinian ships were on the shores of Arcadia and Lysandria long before the other Europeans arrived, but they have far superseded us. The French have great colonies in the north. They fight against the great united northern coalition of tribes and have driven them back, forming a great colony there. In the Caribbean, we have secured the region of Lysandria, but the Spanish have taken much, as well as in the north and the southern continent. And lastly, in recent years, the Pope himself, our Byzantine allies, as well as Taquer, have all begun to develop colonies in the region. As such, we know that we must take more extreme action. We must grow quickly to secure parts of the New World for what is to come, and we have done so. This came to a head during the plan for an invasion of the western coast. The tribes there are wealthy. We've heard rumors of great cities of gold even. Perhaps that is what we sought for so long. But they fell underneath the influence of Asia. This is not like our own timeline. Asia is strong, arguably stronger even still than Europe. The Mongolian Empire never fell, and they are now a technological hub in Europe. I know it's crazy, but Karakorum is the most advanced city in the world right now. The Ming have reformed. They are not stagnant. They are a colonial power and one to be reckoned with. And in Japan, the nation's... I got the title right for this. It's the Hosokawa. Or did I do Tokugawa? I did. Okay. The Hosokawa Empire and the Usugai Empire are in a Cold War, both of them vying for control of Japan. And in order to fight it without direct war, which happens rarely there, they have entered into a great colonial race, where the settlers of Japan are found all throughout the Pacific, in a continent to the south we have not even found yet, and on the western coast of North America, where California is entirely a colony of theirs, as well as Usugai having regions far in the north. We came into conflict with them when they forced Cusco to become a subject, and we declared a war. Our navy is superior, and in the beginning, we destroyed their fleet off the coast of Western Arcadia, the southern continent. And now, we are in outright war with them. Things looked good until we landed troops in the north, where we expected to find no resistance in their colonies. Instead, we found an army of 40,000 men waiting for us, where our armies were slaughtered. We went in with 30,000, and currently, they are unaccounted for, but we suspect there are at most 7,000 men still alive in the region. This is precarious. We have no other armies left in the New World besides those in the south, and we need to change our strategy. Going forward, the High Admiralty has advised our government that we need to begin to island hop and secure concessions by occupation of regions we can control with our navy. So moving forward, we will be pulling out our troops from the northern region and beginning to occupy their islands while waiting for reinforcements, as we will bring the remaining 25,000 men from Europe. This is incredibly dangerous. It will leave our mainland holdings completely unprotected. But if we lose this war, there is no future for our house nor for our nation. So, that is the current state of things. It is absolutely wild. Why can we dismantle China? No idea. Let's ignore that. Let me go ahead and get our notifications in order here. Hold off with the Grand Fleet for now. We'll dismiss all of these notifications that are important, but I'd rather not look at them given our current state. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to get rid of Discord notifications. I think that should do it. Yep. Okay. And why don't you stream on HD and not 720? Is it on 720? Just a reminder, I had to go almost to a completely new computer when my hard drive died, so some of the settings may be wrong. Let me go look in my OBS. You are right. How did I overlook that? I will fix that before next stream. I don't want to take down the stream and fix it right now, but next stream it will be in full 1080, I promise. I appreciate you telling me. If you've seen other technical issues left over from my transition to an SSD, do let me know, and I will do my best to fix them. All right. We're going to go ahead and build some more transport ships to levy these troops and get them to the New World. We have the funds. I will also call upon the recruitment of another 5,000. No, we need a lot more, actually. We're going to completely bolster the ranks of our army. This is a very important war. We'll wait for that. We'll transition them over. We'll land them in the east, and then we'll get them to walk north. If we can secure this, we will either then invade the northern region or go west from there. But for right now, let's see if we can get any of these troops out alive. So I need some more violent music. Hold on. This playlist has violent music. We're not on it. Thought it did. Bear with me. Here we go. Ready? That should be good. Imagine Castile invading as soon as we leave those stacks. You know, we have an alliance now with Byzantium, and they're very strong, and they're out of debt. So in theory, I know I've said that many times now, in theory, they will stand with us. And we will have to pray to all that is holy that they will. My God. All right, we need to bring the fleet north. We've been engaged by the remnants of the Hosokawa fleet. This is disastrous if we lose these transport ships here. Our fleet should make it in time. We will get there. And we have destroyed the last of Hosokawa's fleet in the New World. That was a very close save. This will be difficult to get our troops out, though. They've been engaged in Sinaloa. Or that's not Sinaloa. That is the Baja coast. We do have a port we can bring refuge to. My God. Are we going to lose them here? They will maybe escape. No, they're going to chase us down. We will lose every man. All right, we lost all 25,000 men we brought north for this campaign in the New World. Every single one of them lost in battle. Fuck, we needed to do what we can to repair in this port before we leave. And then make our way back down to the south where we still rule. Wow, that was bad. We have a new idea. Is there anyone, anything, what do you want to recommend? You guys can recommend our next idea group. I'll put up a poll and then we'll decide for that. Keep in mind kind of where we're at. Try and pick them based on roleplay more than anything else. And yeah, we'll have a vote for that. Fuck. All right, we've been pushed out of port. Let's hope we can make it back down in time. We'll repair our transport. And he got calm too. Wow, our Chancellor is so good. When we're done upgrading our army, we'll bring back the rest of our transport fleet to Sardinia. We'll have enough ships to carry that whole army over. We will split a small detachment to island hop, and the rest we will hold our West African holdings. And when we occupy enough islands, we will then from there make another attempt to take the lands in the north against them. Thank you there for the follow. Let me see, I missed who it was. Thank you to follow Postal Gnome. Sharing from Tuscany. All right, let's get all these ships to meet up. We'll detach that one fleet and then send the rest back. We need to get these soldiers across as soon as possible. I think we just got engaged navally. No. Castalla is invading! Castalla is establishing a foothold in western Arcadia as well. God damn it, we cannot get away from them, can we? A humanist scholar in the recent field of philosophy has studied the ancient document that was discovered last year, and one about our everlasting right to certain lands not currently within our borders. It is absolutely rightful and assumed to be millennia old. The scholar claims that the Latin used in the document doesn't match the Latin at the time for the Romans, and it's fabricated. We'll pay him off. Keep him quiet. We can't have instability during this war. Defensive, maritime, colonial. All those make sense, I'd say, at this point. We could patrol of our main fleet. Man, I wish I could scroll with WASD. I could never get used to arrows in EU4. God, look at their fleet. That is ridiculous. All right, any other proposals before I put up the poll? We've got maritime, defensive. We already have navy, so it'd be maritime, colonial, defensive, or yeah, those would be the ones we'll vote for. The Pope has proclaimed colonial Canada to be the sole right of Norway. Yeah, they have the Vinland colony. Wow. It's important to note that the Pope has not given us, like, rights to any region so far. They are very angry with us after we broke our historical alliance, and we are rivals, so we will not get any rights from him. That's fine. Alrighty. He always use the middle mouse button. I could try getting used to that, too. Let me put up that poll. Expensive. We already have colonial, so I guess that would be expansionism then. We can't do another Diplo one at all, so we have defensive. So it'd probably be expansion, I guess, is what that would be then. Expansion. And, I'll throw quality in there for myself, because we are very much a quality over quantity type army. So we'll throw in all three. So if you would like to decide our next idea, the poll is up for that. We need violent music. Still what I'm looking for. There you are. Okay. Oh yeah, you can use that, can't you? I could try to get used to the middle mouse button. Alright, transport ships are almost here. That will give us a grand total of 32. We can't take the whole army across, but the majority we can get there in one go. We'll attach a marine component as well. We have pirate issues. We'll hunt those down. We are almost in the golden age of piracy, aren't we, I think? Buccaneering period. Okay, let's land the army over there. And then we'll send the Marines in after to start taking those islands. In order to get the ticking war score, we need to get this province over here. So we'll need to occupy this region. But in order to do that, they're asking for money right now. If we get more of their islands, we should get some stuff going. How long will stream be? Probably 3 or 4 hours. Fun piracy? That is true. I don't think we'd be above it at this point. For income, we want to work on. Only manufactories at this point. Could use more domain limit, but we're kind of out of provinces we can use at this point, especially in Europe. Yeah. Oh, many factories then. The integrated bankers have organized our finance industry rather well, and now some diligent administrators are offering to take a look at related sectors. Sure. They're doing a good job. Why not? The burghers still have massive control. Another royal marriage with Byzantium. We'll go for the Gallius. Sardinia will return to its military roots and become great once again with quality ideas. It would go a long way. We are against the Pope, so we will not do that. I'm going to skip some of these small events in this war because I want to stay on track in terms of what we need to do. Where the fuck are you going? Oh, there's transport ships in the fleet, I see. We have a little too many transport ships. I overdid it. Main fleet lost its admiral. We'll need to recruit a new one. That's a shame. Our previous one was fantastic. Solomon de Tudavilla. Let's see if we get another one. Oh, that's not great. We need it. We need a good admiral right now. We'll have to go with Solomon then. Not having our fleet off the coast there is a real strategic threat at the moment. I see. Okay, I want to see if there's a way for me to get like a fixed screen. I need to be able to alt tab out, but not being able to move the way I'm used to really makes this difficult. Is there any way to change EU4 settings? Because I have 2 monitors, so like I don't just like go out automatically. Because I'm used to like looking around like EU4's map by doing this, but when I do it now, if I go left, it goes into my other monitor. I'm trying to figure out how to deal with that. I can't use WASD. Quality. Quality it is. We'll take our first idea. Private to Marshal. Every private has a Marshal's baton at his back. Perhaps not exactly. But for those who distinguish themselves in battle, promotion and reward will follow. So we have a meritocratic system in our military. That makes sense of our reforms, because our government was the same thing. It's become more meritocratic recently. Let me try this. Nope. There we go. Okay, we're good. We lost our diplomatic advisor yet again. We'll go with Lissandro Ludovisi, giving us a heavy combat bonus. The Hosokawa don't have a lot of heavy ships left, I think, but we want to be careful here because they can rebuild them. Traders demand aid. We have the money. We'll give it to them. We want to keep everything running smoothly at home, given we are about to literally send all of our forces away. They have landed troops. God damn it. The burghers feel they are unduly taxed. My God, they have all the influence in our government and regulated while taking in mind the great importance of their work in our country. Tolls, taxes, and various tariffs are holding them back from being able to accomplish greater things. God damn it. Sure. During a war, we'll give them what they need and we'll deal with it after. They had the same pips. Conspiracy that it was the same guy, just with a mustache instead for the admirals. True. Here they come. How far are our troops? About to land. Just in time, too. Alright, we have met up with the remnants of our army in Western Arcadia. They have their organization. Let's march on the Hosokawa. That's a mountain, though, isn't it? No, it is not. Coastal desert. We can fight them there. This is a big moment. We have only won one battle against them so far on land. On sea, we are far, far superior. But on land, it is quite different. Here we go. They're going to try and run. They're going to get into the highlands. We're going to have to chase them into the interior. God damn it. They're going to try and cross and take our colonies. We have to chase them, actually. I just realized that. Because we have no garrisons over in colonial Brazil right now. Let's just stay here and knock out the rest. The job of this army is just to hold the coast while we get these islands. And we'll take quality education as well. The most vital moment of an army's existence is straight after a battle. Win or lose, exhausted troops are more vulnerable. We must ensure that our troops are ready for combat before the opposition is. We're just implementing huge military reforms during this war. Construction over budget, we will pay. Pope Pius II shows his great dissatisfaction with Sardinia and our tolerance of neighboring pagans, namely Cusco. The Pope greatly encouraged us to take up arms and declare war on the heathens and neighbors. We will be doing that, but not for that reason. We're not, like, explicitly tolerant, but we are much more tolerant than most powers in Europe right now. Yeah, chasing their armies are ridiculous. They're really just leading us on a goose chase as we lose taking war score. Also, we have a free colonist. Let's throw that down there. Oh my gosh. Our navy just got engaged off the coast by the rest of the Hosokawa's navy. Let's see if we can get there in time. That's our transport fleet. Fuck. We'll retreat it. They're running. Fuck. They're gonna fall, for the 3 months. What's up? Did someone say Texas? Thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate that, man. That is a big fleet. We're gonna have to chase it into the Caribbean. This song is not fitting. For fleets in EU4, is there an option just to chase down enemy fleets? Or do they force you to do it in a specific region? You have to do it in a specific region. We'll do Atlantic South America. In order to get back, they'll have to go through that territory, and we'll lie in wait and hit their fleet when they come. We'll also hit the Grand Fleet modifier as well. Good. We've occupied the rest. Let's make the crossing. Love House Torres. Love the content. Keep going. Glad you enjoy, man. What's up? At least we're doing good on manpower, because we're not actually getting to fight them in any battles here. They're really outplaying us. We had a revolt in Lysandria, too. Yeah. Yeah. EU4 is always where I struggle in grand campaigns. Always. Always. It's also the, probably the Paradox game I'm the worst at, I would say. Damn it, they landed an army. Our Colonial army should be able to deal with them. They're actually pretty strong now. Third of Castoro is got 13,000 and Lysandria has 17,000, which is really nice. They have really grown in strength, which we are going to need. All right, we have our transport fleet here now. One of their allies wishes to peace out. We'll allow it. We're only at war with the Hosokawa now. Alright, let's start occupying these islands. EU4 is the issue where you either spiral out and die so fast or you end up with 13 colonies unintentionally. Yeah. Let's get you back into port. My god, we might lose some ships there. The unfortunate passing of Simeon. Oh, he died in the middle of the war. Simeon Serra just died. That's a big deal. He's been our really competent leader for over a decade now. With that chancellor gone, oh, this could get bad for us again. Forces us to hold a premature election on the next chancellor. Remember, RP-wise, it's chancellors, not kings. The statists or the monarchist candidate. The monarchists are in power. Who's Alessandro is better in military. We're gonna go for the better military one. This is like a military. We're at war. This is almost a military government currently in charge. So we'll take the candidate better in military affairs. So we'll go with Alessandro III, who is a statist, reducing yet again the power of the monarchists. All right, we successfully took that. They have to repair, and then we'll have to move again. We need to land up in the north. But they have so many troops up there. We lost a lot of transport ships as well. I don't know if we can land enough troops to actually fight them. We'll have to risk it, though. I'm gonna try something. We sighted their fleet. Let's see if we can try and hit them with our smaller one and keep them busy. We'll chase them north. They're too quick for us. All right, we're going to send our secondary fleet. I'm going to scout the coastline and see how many men we're dealing with up there. These wars where you have to go so far are so difficult like this. No troops sighted on the southern shore. Let's go up to California. Yeah, they're being kept track of. Trucco Nero is having like a list of all our monarchs and keeping it updated. 14,000. Let's find a place we can potentially not take attrition. I think this is an inward gulf. We might be able to sit on that. Yeah, Trucconero is absolutely lovely. We're going to lose all these ships. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the attrition rates over here are so rough. We have to take this and we have to find port here. Big. Okay, this is beginning to go quite badly. We're going to make one last attempt to land up here. I'm going to repair our transport ship, take a couple more islands, and we're going to drop our entire army off in the north. This is like all in. We're going to Hail Mary here. Careful. Yeah, if we lose the whole thing, we're done. We can't do that. We also have those fucking rebels up here, don't we? One thing on top of another on top of another. Fucking hell. Okay. Almost done. Let's bring our troops back. We'll build some more manufactories. We do have a very good income. Money-wise, we're looking very good right now. They're giving even more to themselves. Look at that. In the treaty, one of the treaties of Tortilla, the Papal States gave themselves Colonial La Plaza, which is where we're currently fighting for right now. They are absolutely shameless, aren't they? Finest of horses. We'll repair, and then we're going to go land up there. This is it. This is our last big attempt in this war to take what we need. If we can secure the south, we'll bring in the rest of our troops and start going forward to Castalla, California. If they have more than 40,000 troops up there, we will lose this and probably lose this army. Good. The colony took back its land. All right. This is the greatest land-sea operation we have ever committed. Probably one of the biggest in world history, too, at this point. The logistics of sending an entire fleet into a region of the world with almost no proper ports and landing almost 40,000 men. Piracy it again. God damn it. All right, let's do it. Codification of pagan myths. Many traditions and beliefs of old were lost due to oral tradition practiced by ancient peoples. For a long time, Tengri myths and legends were also shared and taught verbally. Reminder, Vladimir is still Tengri. They're Russia in this game. Mostly based on information carried by the word of skalds and bards, portions of which believed them to be unreliable. However, with the birth of printing industry in Mongolia, many countries, including Vladimir, began a massive cultural campaign with the sole purpose of codifying hundreds, if not thousands, of tales, stories, songs, and traditions, and every inch of folklore they could find. Some faiths have experienced inflexibility and saw rise of previously unseen fundamentalists, favoring some books and texts. But if a future of lord or emperor decides to force their religion on others, these texts will surely aid them. So, Tengri has reformed into a more organized religious system then. And the only bastion left of it really is in Russia. I think we'll live to see the Victorian era. I just think we may be a very minor power in South America. That's what I think we may be. Depending on how all of this goes. We'll go with powerful trade ships. Here we go. We're landing in just a moment. We have to take the beach. We have to get that port. We will keep our fleet here in case they immediately just get attacked so they can retreat if possible. We have a port. Let's bring the rest of the army up. Okay. This is the risky part. This is the rest of our army. I will build a small contingent back at home just so we actually have some leftover troops. But if we lose them here, this is going to be disastrous. Alliance making with Britain, that is a good question. They still really don't like us. They want our provinces of Villarica. I assume that's in the Caribbean. No, they want territory in South America. That's a very specific and odd place that they want, so we won't be able to work with them due to that. There's their navy. We spotted it just up the coast. They ran. Fuck, that's not good. They're gonna move troops, I think. The Fountain of Youth is to the north. Okay, here we go. See if we can find that fleet. They went back to Japan is what they did. They're bringing troops. We need to go. And we need to keep an eye. If we can hit that fleet when they're landing troops, we have a chance here. Could be cool to play into the Cold War narrative. I agree. And in fact, I think going forward, if we can do it, we need to grow closer to the Yusugai. Let's send an ambassador to them. If we support one of the sides in Japan, we could use them and play them off each other. The Hosokawa are the dominant colonial power where we are interested in. And if we can offset their influence by shifting the scales of that Cold War against them, we'll do quite well here. This is looking good. We're going to need to land in California, and that's when it's going to get hard. Oh, if this actually pays off and we get this. Holy fuck, we need this. You can't play a grand campaign without being willing to just get absolutely beaten to shit constantly, but we've had such a long wrong patch. We need a win here. Alliance breaking with Byzantium. Why are they hostile? They won our lands in Brazil. Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. I know what we're gonna do. I know exactly what we're gonna do. army sitting right there. Let's not land on them. We'll go north, and then we'll go south and hit that army. If that's all they have in California, we're fine. Bring all our forces before we engage them. They're running. No, they're not. We landed. Let's go. We're going to engage their forces here. We'll put our ships off the coastline and see if they try and bring forces with their fleet. We defeated them. Big. Split the army. We'll send one north to siege their capital out in modern-day San Francisco, which they have named Olone. We'll need a conquistador or two to go deeper. Everyone wants Brazil, it seems. I mean, it's very valuable land, to be fair, and a good jumping-off place for colonies, so I understand, but quite unfortunate. They've got Norwegian troops here. Just trying to see if we have any other options here. We need to get allies in the East. I mentioned before the RP-wise, like, the people who pushed for all these reforms in the status, they were very much advocating for radical policy change and finding alliances outside of Europe. If we can secure a colony in this war, or an island in Asia, we can begin to maintain a diplomatic presence there with many of the empires and many of the nations, and potentially try and, over time, facilitate some friendliness. Because we're not going to find friends in Europe at this point. That's just not happening anymore. So we have to look outside, really. Why are we so disliked? I really am not sure, Mortium. I really am not sure. I think in the past it's because we own colonial and regions that everyone wants, of course. And that's like just caused all these issues to exacerbate repeatedly. And we're weak enough that they can take them from us typically. We may get attacked right now, by the way, by Castile. There is a high chance of that, I will say. This might not be viable. I don't know much about EU4, but maybe working in tandem with some of the native federations could work. That could be possible. They're very weak, though. They're very weak. This one in the north has lost half its land already to Florida. France is one nation ironically, we could reconcile with. I know! Saying that after our history is horrible, but we are beyond desperate. Like, we are. RP-wise and everything else, we are desperate to cling to any semblance of power at this point. And we're willing to make decisions that our ancestors would find disgusting. Is France ruled by the Bourbons? No, it's the Salians. If you remember House Salian... No, it's not anymore. House Dro. They're a Bavarian royal family. No, Boyone died out. The Salians took power. Now they died out. And now it's House Dro, who is a Bavarian royal family. They have a 14-year-old monarch on the throne right now. Oh, it's a Queen Regent. I apologize. Who is the heir? For Aubrey Salian. So it is still the Salians then. That is a Germanic royal family. They used to be the Kaisers of the HRE. We fought against them under Lissandro to try and establish a Torres line on the HRE throne. We failed due to our daughter not producing any heirs. So the Salians have a long and hostile history of us as well, like many others in Europe. Wow, alright, we have secured California. If I take an island in Asia, I can't core it, right? Does anyone know? I wouldn't have the range to core it. Or is that a thing? If I declare like a colonial company, can I get around that, or am I just not able to? Fuck! Castile declared war on our Cuba colony. You can core it. Okay. Yeah, we're not competing with 88 heavy ships. We can't join this war. We're gonna lose Cuba. That's fine. We'll keep going with what we're doing. And I am going to land. Alright, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna try and cross the Pacific right now, which would be just momentous. We'd probably get lost at sea realistically, but we're gonna try for it. I want to get us a foothold in Asia. Oh, we found their army. No, we are at war with Castile as well. God damn it. Who joined us? Bohemia and Lotharingia have both joined. They will do nothing in Europe. Oh my god, here we go. We have nothing in Europe. Focus on the war. Well, I'm going to try and get them more in North Africa and the peace deal and see if we can keep Cuba. Good. We'll repair, and I'm going to go even further west. What would be a good place to secure in Asia? What do they have down here, perhaps? The Moluccas. We'll try and take this. We'll take Sula. And we might lose all of it. That is very true. If their fleet goes after us too, we're gonna... Let's put it into port in San Francisco. Who's also in this war against us? They brought in Lyon, Lithuania, Province, Savoy, and ugh, fucking hell. Lithuania has another 140,000 soldiers. Losing Byzantium is... That is cataclysmic. I'm going to try and sell them Crete after these wars. And see if we can reconcile. Oh, what's up, Vambi? I apologize. I'm very focused on this war. It is cataclysmic. So much is happening. I'm doing very well. I hope you're doing very well, too. Watch as we get to Vicky 3 as like a 2-province region in fucking Asia. Just go hide in the islands or something. That'd be kind of fun. I think I could mold Cope and Sieve enough to enjoy that. Okay, let's get to Sula. You're playing Old World Blues. Nice. Who are you playing? Go with Visorio. They already occupied Bohemia. Alright, let's see what they want in terms. They want colonial regions. That doesn't make RP sense. That's a start. We're going to give up Tuscany. Let's work with what they want. Oh no, you're not. No. You're not getting that stuff. Why does everyone want Villarica? Oh my god, you are right. It is gold. We're gonna give it to them. You know why? What's the one thing preventing us from having an alliance with Britain? It's Villarica. We're gonna give it to the Spanish. This is a strategic concession. It's a dangerous one to give, but we're gonna give it. Okay. We're going to give up Tuscany. We're going to revoke all of our rights to any land in eastern Iberia. And we're going to give them Havana. I'm not throwing anything else in here, am I? And we're going to give them Villarica, which is dangerous because that is in Brazil. But that opens up to reconciliation with both Byzantium and Britain. And in the long term, this treaty may benefit us. We retain the majority of Cuba. Yep. Okay, we have options now. And then we're going to sell them. They want Para as well. That's almost certainly in Brazil. Yep. We'll sell that to them too. We need allies. All right, let's hope we win this. They accept if you release Tuscany. Take then off to release it instead of just giving it. It'll help with the peace offer. Ah, shit, I didn't see that. The burghers have only led Sardinia to ruin. True, they have. I mean, that would be the perception for sure. Oh, we might not win this. Nope. Fuck. Okay. Let's sue for peace. We can't core any of this. Okay. No Asian lands then. The obvious ones. We're going to take California. All right, we have terms. We're going to rival the Hosokawa at the end of the war. And let's start corn. We will get another colonial region in the west coast of Lysandria. I think we named the northern continent. We took all their colonial holdings in Chile. We didn't manage to remove Cusco. We'll have to declare directly on Cusco next time around. We got no colonies in Asia. I am going to now go ahead and try and sell Crete to Byzantium. If we get a colony in Asia, we could work with the Yusugoi, but we're not there yet. It was quite a war. We did actually pull a victory out of that. I will say, all things considered, despite that the Catalonia thing again, we're walking out of this in actually very good shape. I'm very happy with this. We just have to escape as far away from Europe as possible. We also have nowhere to dock here. We might lose all these ships. Fuck. No one to give us fleet basing rights here. Oh, we found one. Bhutan. This might just be a lost expedition here, I'm going to be honest. We don't have a diplomat for 46 days. Oh, fuck. We're gonna lose all these ships. God damn it. That whole fleet we sent west we never heard from again. We sent 25 transport ships and 6,000 men west, and we never heard from them again. I'll just let it go. They were all transport ships, though. Sell them. Great. They have no money. We'll have to give it to them for almost nothing. It's worth it. And now they want more. They want Guaycora as well. Byzantium wants Caira, and they want Pair as well. They're just going to keep wanting more and more, aren't they? Yeah, Caira. We can't give this to them. Guaycora. They want California, Britain. Come on, man. It's doable, though. Go ahead and take naval drill as well, giving us another 10% on naval morale. Our fleet does hit very hard, and we're about to get galleons, too. Are we ahead of everyone else on that? We are. This would be a good time for a naval war, honestly, because we do have the advantage. I don't know who we could even defeat at this point, though. Yeah, for real. They don't have anything up here like, you know what we want? We want California. We've heard about it. Galleons. Huge. We're going to leave half of our forces here. And we're to transport ships, aren't we? Yes, indeed. We'll send half down here. No, they would not reach California. It's not going to kill any relations with them. If we can build trust with them, we have a chance here. An alliance with Britain gives us a fighting chance. Their navy with ours could fight Castalla. Continue to tolerate heathens. The European powers are so needy. Yeah, this game, they have been so ridiculous. Like, all of EU4, we failed to get an alliance that has lasted for that long. I really do wish EU4's diplomacy would allow for more of this, like, not, hey, I want that, I hate you now. It always did bug me about the game. It's worth becoming a vassal to a major power. I mean, as long as you keep colonizing / keep your colonies. In Vic, yes. I don't know about EU4. What's up, Tall? Could we even do that? Well, we're not neighboring with them. No, I don't think you can either. But you can't have colonies as a vassal. You can colonize. That's our economy. Not as good as I would like. The cost of our navy is very high. That's true, but we have no choice on that end. Alright, 19,000 men we'll keep in California. Get a general and we'll start to train them in the port there. And they're gone. EU4 really has the most limited diplomacy out of the Paradox games. You know, with AI, yes. I mean, your options for diplomacy are extensive. Like, you have so many interesting diplomatic options. The AI just doesn't use them in, like, a realistic way. It's just, like, pure realpolitik, which there was a lot of governments, but long-standing alliances and, like, you know, diplomatic concerns could take precedent over just wanting territory, especially in this time period. And it doesn't reflect that, I don't think, particularly well. Delaying. Sadly, Vassal Point EU4 isn't really a thing. It's too easy for the AI to annex you and game over. Yep. That's what I figured. We had a revolt in Chile. Cottage industry. Economic development is not always without conflict. It seems rich merchants in some of the burgher-dominated cities have begun attempting to bypass various guild privileges, with outsourcing work to the homes of families living outside the city. The fact that the putting out system has been a very profitable strategy and only further inflames the anger of the artisans in the city who feel their ancient rights have been trampled. They're carefully managing prices and their products will suffer. Torrez of Sardinia artisans now turn to the king to defend their privileges, as the city council has been unable to root out competition outside the city. That's early cottage industry. That's cool. The guilds would be the burghers, so we'll protect their interests. We'll get the rest of the troops over and we'll deal with the rebellion. You could have a 250-year-old alliance break because they don't like you took a Chinese province. Yeah, it's so immersion breaking. How does France already have all three? Oh my god, France. Jesus Christ. We might want to just go with the War of the Cusco right now. We defeated the Hosokawa's navy. If we rebuild our transport ships and just keep going into war again and again here, if we fight a War of the Cusco right now, we'll have to fight Hosokawa again. But we're declaring war on a vassal and can take a bunch of their land. We just have to fend off their navy. How strong is it? They rebuild. They have 8 heavy ships, so we can deal with that. Yep. We're going to station those troops in California. We're going to bring the rest down to Chile, and then we're going to go to war with the native tribes here. We can't wait. France is in South America. Sweden's getting big. Papal states are getting big. We just cannot wait anymore. Yeah, it looks like they might be. They're no longer hostile. Yeah, all of Europe ended up colonizing. What's up, Chip? How you doing? It's a colonial Asia, too. The Ming, both of the Japans, are colonizers, as well as the Tamil civilization in southern India. We were warned by Castile. They don't border Cusco, though, so we should be fine, I think. Yep. If we walk out of this and get an alliance with Britannia and Byzantium, I think we'll be safe. We won't be really safe, but we'll have a lower chance of getting declared on by Castile yet again. That still rarely happens. The two jailed and separate Stellar civs. Yeah, if we don't have a united world in Hoi4, I am going to spawn in a couple of these other countries. Okay, so I had a thought on that. There's 2 ways I'm going to go when we hit Stellaris. If we hit Hoi4 and get like a really powerful singular world government, I'll go into Stellaris with my original plan, which I won't go into. But if we get there and things are still very dispersed, I'm not going to force like a definitive world war in Hoi. What I'm going to do is go with like the timeline where basically the Earth's nations stay entirely separated and they all start to colonize the stars together. So what I was thinking about doing for that was to make the Federation start in Stellaris and then make all the empires be the primary nations left over. And then the Federation will act as the UN. It will be very decentralized. So when we go into Stellaris, we'll play one of the Federations, hopefully Sardinia, but we'll see. Because there's a lot we can do that. Let's say we go into Stellaris with a weak but still powerful Sardinia that has part of the world. We could go in with that Federation start as one of the vassals and smaller powers, and we'll play out we're colonizing in space as like a weaker nation as part of the UN dominated by the main country. If we go into it with Sardinia dead, we'd play the main power, whatever that is. If Sardinia's dominant, we'd play like the main controlling civilization in the Federation going to Stellaris. I think that'd be really cool to do. Because I've read like sci-fi books where they basically have like humans not go to space as a unified state, right? Like, you know, in sci-fi you're used to like a unified human government, empire, UN, whatever. But like there are interesting books that kind of deal with more the idea that there's no unified state, and instead all these powers colonize themselves, and there's a bunch of different like competing interests all within like the UN, right? Corporate, national, etc. So we could play that out. I think that'd be super freaking cool. If we don't do that and there's a big world government, I have a surprise plan that I won't go over that'll be really spicy. So we'll see. We have a long ways to go though. All right, let's get our troops down to Chile. We need more transport ships too. We'll build another 10 or so. And then we will build... We can't afford more galleons. We really can't. We got to upgrade our navy too. Floating sickness in Sassari. We will... flee the city. Alright, yeah, we got to upgrade our fleet. It'll cost us 1,200. We'll save up for that. Having galleasses will put us at a huge advantage. No, so there will be aliens. It's just there will be a bunch of humans and they'll all be in a federation expanding together and working together. So that's what that would be. There will absolutely be aliens. Growth of the port of San Antonio. The growth of our colony in San Antonio has been closely associated with a natural harbor in the area. As the settlement grows, so does the importance of the port. Nice. What are we waiting on? I think this bugged out. Yes, it did. A surprise that you RP the God Emperor from 40k that turns out he's Lissandro. No, that would be fun, but no. More mercantilism. We're going to go for very mercantilistic policies all the way through the middle of probably Vicky 3 even. Give the power of the burghers. I don't think we'll go free trade. Let's go ahead and make Algeria an accepted culture. We had another Renaissance genius. Well, I hope he has a military mind, because that's what we need. I can tell you that. Now we'll go for ideas. Polymath advising the government. He'll help us get through quality quicker. Speaking of the devil. Copper bottoms, which decreases naval attrition. And we were almost all the way through. Flores does have the mechanic for God Emperor. Yeah, they do. It would be fun maybe to do something like that. We'll just see where we are at in Hoi. We'll see where we're at with the RP. We'll see where we're at with all that kind of stuff. I'm not opposed to some crazy stuff, though, when we hit Stellaris. Fuck, here they come! Hold! The rebels are attacking. How long until we get the support there? They're still fucking bugged. God damn it. Let's try it now, maybe. It's weird. I don't know what was happening there. We did win that battle. Good. And we'll go ahead and, we need to upgrade the fleet first, then we'll adapt the printing press. It's more important right now. Humans with divergent techs, clone armies, mechas, and warrior castes. That'd be sick. Like, basically battle tech. I love battle tech. That's such a good game. The universe is so interesting. They're pumping out Stellaris DC at such a rate I can't keep up. It's amazing. I'll say what I always say when we bring up Stellaris. They've got the best Paradox dev team by far, and one of my favorite development teams in video games, period. They're so good about giving new content and making things better. Like, I absolutely love the Stellaris dev team. I know I don't stream it much, or play it as much as I would like, but it is fantastic. Let's start to get rid of those rebels. What the fuck is going on? Oh, because they're stuck in the harbor, I guess. It's so weird. Let's bring them down. Remember, the worm loves you. It always will love you, and thus it always has. What was will be, what will be was. Oh, I love that event chain. I remember the first time I played like Stellaris and got that event. That was like one of the most like, how do even to describe it? I'm gonna say fucking wondrous, because it was. It was one of the most wondrous moments in strategy games I've ever had playing out that event chain, because it was so interesting, so well written, and I just didn't expect that level of writing in a fucking strategy game. I remember doing the event and just being like, oh my fucking god. It's so like crazy. It's so interesting and unique. I mean, I've gotten so many times now, but even now, it's still so cool to see that event chain. The loop. Oh, fuck. I didn't name it properly. We got a colony in Western North America. We have Sardinia, California. Let's rename it. I think there's a way to do that. I hope. Yep. I'm going to name it California. No, actually, what is... We'll call it California. Fuck it. I'm very biased because I live there, and I like the name. California. How's it going, NLG he call? Oh, thank you for the raid. How's it going, guys? What is up? I appreciate that raid. We are in the middle of a grand campaign, a mega campaign, which goes from CK3 to EU4, Vicky 3, Hoi 4, and Stellaris. It's a roleplay campaign, so we're making realistic decisions, which has resulted in us in a very bad position right now. We've just been losing land to Castalla repeatedly, so there's a lot of history. I appreciate the raid. I'm a roleplay streamer. I do a lot of multiplayer, but this is a single-player campaign. And yeah, appreciate that raid, man. Were you streaming EU4? What were you up to? Only problem with Stellaris RP is the amount of clicking required. I really think lowering the habitable planet count would be a good thing to keep up RP quality. That's a very good idea, actually. I do feel like Stellaris tends to have a bit of that issue. I just tend to overlook my management in the game, but I get weak due to it, so. Upgrade our fleet in California. And we'll send the rest down there too. We'll ignore the corruption in government right now to keep things going. So glad I never saw spoilers on that event chain before I found it the first time. True. Absolutely. California's name is deeply tied to Spanish history. PLRP. You're not wrong. As I said, I'm biased. I like California. Whenever I watch your Stellaris streams, there's a lot of red numbers involved. There are, and I accept that. You lost some ships. Because I want to focus on the RP, I want to focus on the fun, and if my economy has to run a deficit and I have to compensate by market trading, I'm fine with that. I don't play Stellaris very well in RP and multiplayer, but that's fine. Hold on. I just realized why I am sweating. I don't have the fans on my GPU. My god. There we go. My room always heats up when I'm not keeping my hard drive cool because it's got so hot here now. Some in our nation's frontier provinces look across the border with pride or ambition of conquest, others with fear. Hold on one moment. I turned off my mic. My aunt was talking with me. She just got back. She was doing an art show. She makes like really cool ceramics and really cool art, and she sells it. She started doing it recently, and She did very well. She was at a show this weekend and made a lot of money. God damn. Alrighty. Back to the game. Bordering a nation which may threaten our sovereignty has led some influential local traders to support statist agenda in the federal kingdom, hoping to avoid a prince leading the nation who may seek to expand the Cars of Sardinian borders and cause unnecessary conflict with a strong neighbor. There's a statist in power in our government right now. So we will accept and go away from monarchy again. All right, let's get ready for this war. Great power. Alexis Kennedy is such a great writer. Was so happy when they brought him on to make Horizon Signal. Is that who it was? I don't know the name at all. What did she write? What, like, are there any famous books she's written? Honestly, if the Stellaris dev team, are they already doing that? That'd be an amazing idea. Is that they literally just like make deals with like the big sci-fi writers to do like content packs for like really like fascinating event chains. They have the budget for it. Like if they approach some of the big guys and just got them to do that. Are they already doing that? Because that's a genius idea if they're doing that. I solved the problem by being life-seated and just not leaving my planet for 100 years or so. That's fair, that does help. One planet does make it more doable. Wondering again what sort of setup you have. I don't know much about computers, so I just want to get a general idea of what is needed. For my computer right now, I have a 2070 Super GPU. I have 64 gigs of RAM. I have an M2 SSD that I recently got because I had a hard drive for a while, which was horrible. I have a Ryzen 9 CPU, so you want to make sure you probably get 64 gigs on RAM for sure, because strategy games use a lot of active memory, surprisingly amounts, so I'd recommend that. You want a good CPU, and then to a lesser degree, you want a good hard drive. Then my motherboard is an Asus Strix 550, I want to say, Wi-Fi. Something like that. You need a mid-level PC. You should be able to build one for 1,000, and I know that's a lot, but in PC terms, it's not, and be fine. Maybe less. She's a video game designer and writer. Hell yeah, that's cool. They should try and do that though. If they did like content packs of like a bunch of interesting like events that were really well written out and had tons of flavor, and like literally like worked with like famous sci-fi writers who are still writing by paying them well to do it. That would bring so much prestige to their game. It would attract so much interest from sci-fi readers who innately maybe wouldn't know about the game, and it'd make the game quality and depth so much higher. I would probably require them using money from their budget, which I'm sure that they don't get a lot of though, so. That's, you know, paradox. But that's cool. Good writers make all the difference, even in strategy games. Paradox has shown that flavor, depth, writing, they could all be in strategy and RPG strategy games and be amazing. So the more of that they do, the better. All right, so let's get our generals figured out too. Alessandro Mica. I do want to leave some troops in Europe this time. How are we looking with Britain and Byzantium? Long ways to go. We've fully improved relations with the British. I'm going to maintain an ambassador there and hope we get lucky and they become friendly with us. California's a monarchy? Doge Barzone Cafaso of California wants a royal marriage. The Doge of California wants to marry into the royal family of Sardinia. Is that impertinent, ambitious, or reasonable? Holy shit. Is it hereditary? No, it's election based. He's trying to secure the future of his family as Doges of California by marrying our royal family. Oh my god. Exactly, John Scalzi. Oh man, if they got him, that'd be incredible. All those guys. There's so many good sci-fi writers still around. I mean, just make a deal. Get them to write out the DLC. They can even do this if they don't want to like put the budget aside for it. Just like give them like a portion of revenue on the DLC or offer them like a reasonable amount to write an event chain. Stellaris can implement it. They just need them to write it. Like that's all they would need to do. I don't know how much those guys would charge or be willing to do for that kind of thing, but that'd be incredible. This is just so outlandish. Yeah, you do got to respect the hustle on this. That being said, we're going to say no. We won't be offended, but we're also not going to marry one of our daughters to him, or even a cousin. We only just acquired that area. All right, let's get a claim on Cusco. He was the original creator of Fallen London and Sunless Sea. Made Cultist Simulator 2. Nice. Wait, is it Alexa or is it Alexi? I'm going to spend 2.5 thousand on my PC. Jesus fucking Christ. You'll be fine. That'll last you a decade. We'll maintain the diplomat in Byzantium too. We need more soldiers, though. We don't have enough. Let's recruit another reserve. No, let's get a full army. Here's what we're going to do. What's the total width right now? 14. Can't afford that. Root out corruption's 26. We can, but that's a bit much. That we can afford. When we have money. We'll land the other army there, and then we'll recruit the other one when we get the money for it. Alexi, he's a guy. Okay, I got you. The Doge of California has some balls of steel. Yes, he does. He's an ambitious motherfucker. I spent 1,200, and mine has been perfectly well for what I needed. Yep, that's about what I spent on mine, too. It's more than enough. Unless you're doing just absolutely crazy stuff, or mining Bitcoin or something. Alright. Mass battery. We have all of our quality ideas. We got the discipline, and we got that artillery combat bonus. Doing any good ideas here. Policies, rather. We have a 3 military slot. We'll take superior supply systems, manpower recovery, and land attrition. Given we're fighting in the Americas so much, that is a good thing. They still trust us so much, too. That's the funny part. We'd have to break our alliance with Lombardy, which would be worth it, but we need to know we could get an alliance with them. They have too many diplo relations as well. We need to be stronger to get Britain. Byzantium we can get an alliance with again. If we get a bigger army, we could do this. If the Torres is marrying to California, there will always be a place for them if Castalla is pushed out. That is true, but you got to remember it's an elective Doge system over there. So that family could just lose all power and we'd waste one of our relatives. Also, Spain has almost all of Mexico now, just a heads up. Argentine, Brazil. Okay. We have the money, I think, to make that army. Almost. Oh, we need a lot. Corcel Alfieri. What is our army tradition? 87 naval, only 30 on land. That's why our generals are so bad. Well, we'll just fire him. We have to look up Henry Cavill's video or similar on how to put it together PC. Yeah, watching Henry Cavill to do it is more fun than other videos, so definitely. Just be careful. Don't rush it. Take your time. That's my best advice for it. I would say assemble it yourself. It's good to learn. You should be fine. Be careful. Don't rush it. If you feel like you have to force any fucking part, just stop. Don't keep going. Be very careful with putting in your CPU. Be very careful with putting in your RAM. Because it can be a little rough on your motherboard when you do it. Just don't rush it. Take it easy. Know what you're doing first. Take your time. It took me 6 hours because I didn't rush it and I was very careful. And then I fucked up my wiring for my power, but that's a whole other thing. Okay, we have a colony now in Chile. Does anyone have a name for what we would name this? Given the status are currently running, I'm going to make this a private enterprise as well. This will not be a crown colony. We'll do that based on who is the chancellor for these colonies when we get them. So this will be a private enterprise in Chile. Does anyone have a good name for what we're going to name this colonial nation right now? Give it a minute here. I can always rename it, I guess. We'll go with La Plata for now. And then, if anyone has a good name, I will change it. La Plata Company. Chile is derived from Chile. Bring the fleet down too. Most of Castilla will be in this war. We can maybe secure the rest of their northern holdings. What's the names given to the continents again? The southern continent we named Arcadia. The northern one is Lysandria. Sardinia's settlers in Hammurabae are merely attempting to bring civilization to the savage land of the Amazonia, enlighten it with a superior Latin culture. It seems that the Guise savage refuse to accept our superior ways, and our harsh treatment of these native peoples have only served to increase tensions with them. We'll do a show of strength. Our economic policies led to massive growth, although it seems a lot of said growth was artificially pumped in, and now the bubble has burst. Many people are falling to bankruptcy, and banks are threatening to collapse. That is not good, my gosh. Investor crisis. We'll guarantee the banks will take out a loan. We'll back them up. The status and the burgers have so much power. We'll back up the banks. We just did we just bailed out Freddie Mac of medieval Sardinia here, and Sally Mae. It's fine. The unemployment is okay. They don't have political rights. Southeast Arcadia Company. Mountain range in Sardinian. If someone wants to translate that, we could do that. I'll also do a poll for this. South Cone Company. Too big to fail. Yes, indeed. Our income's fine. We'll pay that back fairly quickly, though. We'll do one singular trade ship to protect in Brazil. Spine of Arcadia. That's a good one, too. Right, we've got a couple here. Let me do a poll. Do I have any mods in chat? I do. Moose, can you make a poll for me for those names really quickly? Make it like a 3 or 4 minute poll. I always forget that, like, mods can also can start polls. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. We're still sending the rest of our troops, aren't we? Did it bug out again? Whoa. Even a follow derp is good. As there is no moment that marked the beginning, there is no moment to mark the end. No great event, no grand last stand. As the principles guiding art and philosophy of the last century or more fades in relevance, there's no more to take notice of. The Renaissance has not ended, it has merely developed into something else, with its own distinct ideas and worldviews. And as the Renaissance looked back to the ancients, who knows what will rise when we in the future look back to the Renaissance. A new age has dawned, as quietly as the turning of the earth. Damn, that's sad. Yeah, this is the colonial era now. We're in the age of piracy. Or in the age of colonial expansion and wars. I'd really love to know what is causing our transport fleets not to work right now. Okay, there we go. I guess it's because we just needed to combine them all and they bugged out or something. Name. Campagna del Mercado di South Arcadia. South Arcadia Market Company. That's a very good one. I don't know if that got in the poll in time. The Hosokawa have an agent in Sassari. Wouldn't we know? I guess we have a lot of international traders. Arne Osorio, our first minister, has been a faithful servant so far, but now he seems to have let his prominence get to his head and has become insolent. He dares to denounce our great king's policies, and recently did so in public. Yeah, well, what do you think is going to happen? We're going to chop his head off. You don't get to publicly humiliate the king and not have that happen. The burghers of Tunis, an increasingly important trading city, have approached the king today to be asked to be granted privileges. We'll give it. Tunis has a lot of independent power, and a lot of the burghers, their influence is made up with the traders from that family, so we'll accept that. We need a bigger army. Just can't afford it is the problem. Maybe we can. No, we can only have 5 more. We'll need to build more buildings to expand our max on where we can expand troops, because we've kind of hit our limit here. The plans of Orazazate. Having to share a border of a nation we have declared open rivalry and hostility against could lead people to be contemptuous. But the good citizens of Corazate have managed to hide their contempt well. Instead, local nobles have secretly started to draft plans of expansion to the lands of the enemy. Which ones are these? They have little respect for the effort of Republicans, but believe the prince might support their ambitions. Yep, we'll do that. Okay, we have 2 armies here now. Let's get claims. Let's go ahead and also embrace the printing press. Like military administration. We're behind on military tech. That is not good. Mine is apparently Colonna Vertebrale. So Cortona Vertebrale de Arcadia instead would fit the theme. Who is in that poll right now? We'll convert these to Sardinian and use it that way then for whatever we decide upon. Wait. No, we do not have to fight the Spanish. We will have to fight the Hosokawa, though. Come on, Byzantium. I really want this alliance before we fight another war. I'm going to take out a loan. And I'm going to build up that next army and see if that will help us a bit with our relations if we're stronger. With Stolver. We can get 6 more. I'll build marine divisions. They got it! The first circumnavigation by the Byzantine Empire. Jesus. I should have done it, I forgot to. Our fleet set sail to find a western sea route to the rich spice islands of Indonesia. It took them 99 days to cross the ocean westward, and they had found the Strait of Magellan, located near the tip of South America. The strait was treacherous, and when they finally reached the ocean, the captain wept with joy. The ocean was so strangely calm it was named the Pacific from the Latin word for tranquil. It fits, they're Byzantium, they'd use Latin-ish. The fleet's captain died from a wound caused by a poisonous arrow when assisting the chief of the Cebu Island, Cebu region, I think it's an island, in conquering a rival tribe. 2 of our ships had survived. 1 tried to return across the Pacific but perished. The last ship continued westward, sailing across the Indian Ocean, rounding the Cape of Good Hope, and as it arrived at our port, it became the first ship to navigate the globe. Byzantium is back, and already they are showing just how influential they are in the world by being the first to travel around the whole planet. And given they are the gateway to the east, it is rather fitting, I think, as much as I wish we'd gotten it. Southeast Arcadian Company. What would that be in Sardinian? Can someone translate that for me real quick, and we'll use that name? They want a lot of our holdings. They're neutral. We probably want to work on trust with them then, I'd say. If we max out trust, we might be able to get them to go to a friendly opinion. My God, look at Spain. Just a reminder, Castalla currently has 400,000 soldiers and 300 ships in 1586. Obviously, this planet developed much quicker than in our own reality, so we can't compare in some ways, but that still is monstrous. How do they compare to other people with their armies? Yeah, so they've got the most by a lot. 400,000. Byzantium is close, not close-ish, with 290,000. Tamil has 280. Yorubaland has 280. Chagatai have 280. Ming have 270. Britain has 200. Maybe if we made our navy stronger. What's up, John? You're home from work? I'm going to do a quick look on the EU4 wiki. Bear with me. EU4 wiki. Relations. I don't understand the system for it nowadays, so I want to take a quick look and figure out what we need to do to get them to like us. Okay. I'm not seeing in the wiki how to change this exactly. One thing we can do, I forgot though, is we can manually set our opinion with them. we will make... We can't go friendly. We'll go to neutral at least with them. We'd have to send them so much money to make that worthwhile. I have an idea. We can't sell parts to them? Oh, because it's owned by our colony. So close. They want everything. We'll just wait for favors, I guess. No, we have favors with them, I think. Now, we can't use them without more opinion. We need to get 3. How much money would that cost us? A lot. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna do it. Oh, give us 50? We'll go friendly? Trade favors for trust. We'll get 20 more trust for them. This is some exciting gameplay. Micromanaging our relations with Byzantium. I really am trying to get them to go to friendly. Does anyone who plays EU4 consistently know ways for us to try and get them to change their attitude towards us to friendly? I've never been this desperate to get that before, so I don't know like the ways to do it. And you got the name of the company. Thank you. Let's rename that. We do have 4 colonies now. But we will name that too. Full name here. Relations actions. Are you improving relations? Yes, we are. We already maxed them out, and I'm maintaining a diplomat there now. Boom. I'm just gonna copy and paste. Thank you, cheese. Oh, it's too long. That's gonna be cut off, but we'll go for that then. Here, I'm gonna go to Google real quick. Sure, there's a Reddit poster too. If they want your land, it's very difficult. That's our problem right now. They want all the colonial land. Thank you for the 2 months, John. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. More pirate activity. If we could rival their rivals, that would help, but we're just not strong enough to do that with any of them. Looks like the southeast part was cut off, but not much of a loss. Yeah, we still get the flavor aspect. Okay. I think we're ready for the War of Cusco. Upgrade the last of the Navy, and we are good to go. We will begin a war with Cusco and their allies in western Brasilia, or with, in Arcadia, and we will have to fight the Hosokawa once more. If we can keep them off our shores by using our navy, we'll be fine. We just have to fight them on land. So, actually, hold up. I was drilling. Caught myself for once. Then we'll go. Yes, we do have colonial land bordering theirs in Brazil, but we can't give it away. We've been excommunicated. Fuck you, Pope Popo the Third. You piece of shit. When they're not warned, we can actually go to war with them. I've delayed a war of the Pope for far too long. Yeah, we're excommunicated. People can go to war with us over that. Let's do it. Finally, the war we've been waiting for a decade for. The plan of our old chancellor is finally in action. It's taken 15 years. Sweden's losing land to Castile as well. They got weak. Bavaria is very strong too. Okay, they have a huge army here. We're going to have to take this fight. This is big. They had more troops than I expected. My God. We have to win this. Oh, we're not going to. Fuck, they have too many soldiers. That's unexpected. Wow. Yeah, because we're behind on tech. God damn it. We'll retreat across the Argentinian plateau. We'll regroup in Brazil. Are they fully up to date on tech? They're fully up to date on tech. Okay. That's bad. Bring the rest of our troops across. We're gonna have to fully all in on this again. That means we won't be able to protect the western coast because we don't have fleet basing rights meeting. The Hosokawa can land troops. That is so bad. The forces of our colony are bravely holding out. They are not going to win that, though. Oh, they stopped there for some reason. Okay. Get a full hold in the south, resupply, and go north. We don't have a path through Tokuru anymore, do we? Oh, god damn it. We'll have to land. We're stuck in the mountains. We have no way to get back across. Oh, this is worse than I thought. This is really bad. You know, I'm gonna play it. Good one. Play some bangers here for this war. I don't trust to engage this. Let's just keep sieging. We need to get those ports, so we need to be able to maintain our fleet on the west coast to stop the Hosokawa from landing. The Hosokawa not join the war? No, they did. We'll go for this army next. Is that mountains? Fuck, it is. We're taking it back. They're gonna cross. That's fine. If they're distracted, we can siege them out one by one. Damn it. Lysandra's got it. They haven't landed in California yet either. We won't be able to get the rest of California because the Usugai have our... No, California occupied it. Whoa, okay. Huge. Let's take their capital while they're gone. Yes, and here in the gallery, you can see the famous Sardinian paintings of Femino Mane, meaning, oh god, oh fuck, there goes our stability. Yeah, absolutely. I think most of the art that would exemplify this period in Sardinian history would be very sad, very expressive, and lots of, like, just dead Sardinians with angry Castallans murdering them. That would be the common theme, I think. That's fine. We'll let them take that. If we get good terms here, it's all okay. Oh dear God, it's all falling apart. A classic Sardinian painting commissioned by the king. I feel like most of the kings at this point would have commissioned something similar. New commandant. Commandant. Since we are looking for a more disciplined army, our commandants are working hard to make sure our troops are drilled to perfection. That's professionalism. Ah. The Hosokawa. Once more. Revolt in Guantanamo Bay. They're coming back. This isn't good. I'm going to pull back troops here strategically. I don't want us to get caught off guard. We're split right now. We need to take these one by one. That's what I expected. Good fucking call. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. That saved us. Woo! I felt that one coming. Play enough Paradox games, you feel that shit once in a while when you know you're about to get screwed. Another wondrous painting recovered from the medieval age of Sardinia artist called Oh God. No, it's Lissandro. You remember that, for anyone who's seen Ghostbusters, do you remember that painting that was like the demonic painting with like the evil ruler? Let me find it. That's the, I imagined like the official court portrait of Lissandro to be. Let's make that canon in the lore. Yeah, here we go. All right, this is canon from here on out in the lore of our campaign. This is the official court portrait in Sardinia of Lissandro. Wait, that's Amazon. No, don't go buy that. I tried to link the image. Hold on, I'll show it on stream real quick. Yeah, so this is the official court portrait of Lissandro the Great in Sardinia right here. I think in canon, this is about as perfect of an image you can get of Lissandro, I think, honestly. Yeah. That's about right. That is now canon from now on. You can feel the insanity? Exactly, it's perfect. I like the idea that it's above every king or queen's bed just watching them. Fuck. Maybe his soul got locked in the painting, and it'll have to come out in Stellaris. You always want peace. We will be taking that gold. We will be taking that salt. And we'll be taking all that money. The fuck is this? It's the Protestant League War. Oh shit. Who are they fighting with? It's the Catholics we've been called in to fight with. We'll heed the call. A war in Europe when we have no soldiers there. We'll go with that. Yeah, this is a mini little... This is like a Germanic Central European war. It's huge. We'll knock them out of the war, then we're going to take out Cusco, and then we'll force a peace on the Hosokawa to take the rest of their colonies in the south. And then their influence will be gone in the region. How are we looking in California? I'm very worried they will land here at some point. They do have 80,000 men. If you go to diplomatic map mode and click on an ally, you can see the war sides. Perfect, thank you. So Sardinia in the war? Oh fuck, Lithuania joined. Yeah, this is about even. It's spread all throughout Eastern Europe too, look at that. Vladimir is fighting for the Protestants? They're not strong anymore though. Wow. Alrighty then. Sister Navy here. History indicates Sardinia, while joining the war, was far too busy colonizing Arcadia to bother fighting in such an irrelevant war. Yeah, Sardinia's place in the super definitive religious Central European War. That's cool, but like, we're fighting the Hosokawa! We're looking good here. Alright, we can knock them out of the war now. Pillage their capital if we can. Oh, fuck, no we can't. Wanuku. Where's Wanuku? That is their capital. I'm looking at the wrong person, aren't I? Yep, Chorka. Oh, we don't get anything for pillaging. We can make them into a client state. How much would we get for that? Expansion. A lot. No, we can't do that. We'll take all their money. We'll break their alliances. And we'll take their capital. No, we can't. No, we can. I mean, these wars are just to secure as much gold as we can get for our colony down here. For Campagna di Alaca. So, we'll do that. That's fine. Our reasons for being here are real fucking simple. Gold, gold, gold. Hosokawa occupied the... What the fuck did they occupy? Hosokawa landed somewhere. In the south. We'll send Barcel Alfieri, and then we'll get him to try and fend off the very small force. Only 4,000 men. Should be alright. Alright, let's head for Cusco. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, they occupied everything. We delayed them long enough, it's fine. Fucking, they went hostile again. They want all our colonies. It's just a little outlandish. Yeah, no options for allies. Jesus Christ. Death to Austria? What's the song? Where's this song? It's an Ottoman song? Oh, I know this one. God damn it. It's a good song. The Ottoman March does fucking hit hard. There are no Ottomans in this timeline, though. They never existed. Well, no, they never existed. Nearly warlike enough. Was the Mongols that broke up Byzantium in CK3, right? Yes, it was. The Mongols shattered them and conquered all of Byzantium for a while. Briefly, they were underneath an Ilkhanate, the Ilkhanate, which was the successor, which went Orthodox. And then that split apart too, and Greece was disunited for 100 years. It was basically like Byzantine Sengoku Judai, so it's just a bunch of Byzantines feuding it out. Originally, we allied Hellas, who lost. They did not win, because they were our dynasty, and they died there, and they lost. And Autolycon ended up winning it. They formed Byzantium. Yeah, it was pretty cool. There was just like a warring states period in Anatolia and Greece and all of Byzantium. France is ruled by an emperor? Are they really? Yeah, Emperor Aubrey Salian. If they don't become hostile to us, we can ally Byzantium again, just a heads up. I wish the expanded tech tree mod for Hoi 4 is updated so we could play past World War II of it. True. That would be really fun. Hoi 4, the Unification Wars by House Torres. We'll see. I do make peace with the fact there's a good chance House Torres will not survive here. Same with Sardinia. I think we all know that. You're like me. You're trying not to think about it and doing anything you can to survive, but it is very high reality. Local militias. No, we're not going to support that. We have a very centralized professional military. War of the Protestant League is not quite done. It looks like the Protestants are losing quite badly, though. Cusco has fallen. Oh, it is updated. Yeah, we could probably run that then. Should work with a save file. Oh my god, yeah, look, the Protestants are getting absolutely... Jesus Christ. This is Europe War #1. Look at this. I can't look away. I'm mesmerized by all the fucking units. I'm gonna follow Telebrand James. Yeah, the Protestants are getting hit pretty hard here. Sweden didn't join the war, did they? Nope. That's big. They could have actually potentially carried it for the Protestant League. Standardize our caliber and improve our cannons. And I need to stop staring, because we are fighting a war of our own right now. It's like watching a car wreck. You can't look away. We're waiting to siege out the Hula Highlands, and then we can peace out with them, and then we'll peace out Cusco. Then it is just the Hosokawa. The Fatmids have colonies in Chile? Everyone went colonial this game. It's crazy. Alright, we're facing issues in the south. I'm actually a little worried about this. We need to meet up and take out those forces. Watching the Ottomans is a great song to listen to while you watch Europe burn. That is true. There's a song I want to play, but it'll get my fucking VOD copyright striked. I'll just edit it out. There's a feature I can use to mute it. I got a song we're gonna play while we watch it. Actually, no. This might technically not do it. It might not trigger it. Here we go. Let me know if anyone can identify this. Gotta love Bardcore. Yeah. You know, sometimes you gotta drink your coffee and you gotta watch the world burn, man. That's how it is. Yeah. Jesus Christ. It's gonna get erupted by revolts. Traitor? I kind of hope Byzantium unites the world into Stellaris. I get you. I do understand. But Sardinia first and foremost. We play March of the Ottomans. Only if it's Bardcore. Does no one know what this song is? Colonial Brazil is the dominion of France. Fuck you, Pope. Breaking our alliance with the Pope was actually really, really, really strategically bad in the long term. We've been fucked on every one of those treaties. Yeah, you got it. It's in your daily playlist? It's a good one. All right. Let's get a deal here. Oh no. Apparently not. Oh yeah, because like all Brazil's occupied. That would do it. All right, we need to fight their army in Cusco. Let's bring up our support. This is big. And then we'll siege out the rest and send the other army to occupy Brazil. It would fit in a Wes Anderson movie, wouldn't it? I'm excited for his new one. That like the alien like small town Arizona one. What the name is that? Forget it. I love all his movies. They're so nice and chill. Grand Budapest Hotel is one of my favorite movies. All right, beautiful. Right, I got one more. I was listening to it yesterday. This is in honor of the greatest man to ever rule Sardinia. This is the unofficial anthem of Lysandro the Great. If I can get it to play. Hold on. I promise it's a banger. Fuck you, YouTube. Load. Hold on. We gotta wait for the ads. Even while we sleep, we will find you. Has to be referring to Lysandro. Alright, here we go. This is the Lysandro theme song. Let me know if anyone recognizes this too. It might take you a minute. White Peace? Ha! Absolutely not. The Hosokawa are scared. Fuck, I got distracted and we lost Cusco. Nope. Fuck. This is why I cannot get distracted during these wars. You'll kick yourself when you think of it. The Ottoman March is now the Lysandro March. I feel like there's some, like, instrumental and cultural differences there. It is a banger song, though. Is there gunpowder? Yes, we have guns. Early ones, but we do. We have to take back Brasilia if we... Oh, man. What about California? We're good there, ironically. Ooh, and we're surrounded in the south, too. More raids on our colonies. We'll double down. Show of force again. Yeah, Protestants have just decisively lost here. Cusco's ours once more. Let's defeat their army here, hopefully, and we'll go south. We're alright for the moment. Let's take a capital back for them. Yeah, you got it. Tell LeBron James. We gotta get that port back. The Protestant League war is over. The HRE is now officially and permanently Catholic, and Protestant heresy has been put down. As the Counter-Reformation more or less comes to an end. Alright, where's their army? The Fatmids are at war with The famines are at war with Hosokawa. They're doing a colonial war. Madness. Beautiful. The theme song of Lissandro. I'll include that in the YouTube videos going forward too. All right. Profiteering and Cagliari. Protect our trade. We're going to lose this battle. We won't get there in time to relieve that army. They won't hold either. Fuck it. Hail Mary. Force march it. Nope. That is a lot of ground to cover, to be fair, though. Ottoman March is copyrighted typically on YouTube, unless you can find one that for sure is not copyrighted. I'm really trying to stop dealing with YouTube fucking hitting my videos with that shit. Here we go. Here we go. Good. We won it. We wiped the last of Cusco's army in the south. Oh boy. Is this the comeback for the moment before we get hit by Castalla again? We're really just feeding Castalla land. Every land we take, we end up giving to them. We can get a peace deal soon. Let's separate peace Hosokawa if we can. You know what? Fuck it. We're not here for you. We're not here for you at all. Alrighty. You recommend this song? Let me see. Okay. Breton patriotic song? Fuck you, YouTube. Your stupid fucking ad block, ad block. Sure, I'll play this. Pretty good. The fuck is that language? Brace? Bresson. Isn't it like an old language? Is that even spoken anymore? Yeah, from Brittany. Oh, still spoken? I didn't know that. 200,000 people still speak it. It's from the Celtic language group. Really? Oh, that's really cool. I fuck with it. Ooh. Form a coalition against Castalla. Yes, please. Maybe people will actually join it. I could save at an actual coalition more properly here. who fled the European mainland during Anglo-Saxon invasion. Interesting. We have another colony now. We have Torrez of Sardinia in Peru. Wow, we actually won this war. Okay, we own most of the West. After a series of just massive military conflicts, which would be as brutal and bloody as they would be horrible, we've managed to conquer the majority of Western Africa. Not Africa, my gosh. I'm thinking about two things at once. The majority of Western Arcadia. Huge. Big moment. That was so high risk, but it did pay off. We are in a much, much better position now. Let's deal with these revolts in Brasilia. We have all this diplo power too. Let's develop some production. You know what we could do here? Bear it with me. Northern Arcadia Enterprise? That's not a bad one. It's one of the few remaining Celtic languages. What are the other ones, if you know? I did skip past the colony. If anyone has name suggestions for our colony in Peru, go ahead and throw them in there, and we'll do another poll for this as well, and we'll rename that. I did skip through that colony. We did make it a free enterprise, and given the status currently of power, that makes sense. Irish, Scots, Gaelic, Manx, and Breton. Where's Manx from? And Cornish. Filthy fucking Protestants. We'll deal with them first. The Sardinian Company. Cornwall, England. I've always wanted to go there. I've never had the chance. We could actually ally natives if we... Oh fuck, they're getting eaten by the Spanish. Wow, Norway's got a huge colony. Look at that. While being eaten by Sweden. Oh my god, Norway might end up as Canada. Yeah, it's because of the colonialism. We can't ally any of these powers. We have no options. We're just stuck. There's no one to ally with. We get stronger, we die. It's really that simple. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Okay. Let's look to develop something we could get a trade bonus in, maybe. Because we have been excommunicated. We could trade in alls. We could trade in llamas. There's no bonus though. Alright. Let's try olives. Gunpowder. Whoa. What is valuable? And what will become valuable? Ooh, that lead is really valuable. Let's do that. And alright, that's about it. We'll see how much our income jumps from that. Hopefully a good bit. Please share your DMs. I swear you will not be disappointed. Let me take a look. Oh, fuck. Alright, I gotta show that one. Fucking goddamn it, Saul. We've got an unofficial modern portrait of what King Lissandro might look like. Let's look at fucking tall, babe. King Lissandro the Great. Fucking goddamn it, man. Do you mind if I make that a fucking Twitch emoji? I'm honestly down. Because that's fucking top tier. Fuck. God damn it. That's funny. Yeah, for sure. No, I'll make that a Twitch emoji. That's funny. Alright, they actually have troops on their own now. Alright, maybe we can get a period of peace here. We need to develop with all the money we have, just keep developing. And if our economy scales enough, this is pure copium, we might be able to afford a navy to protect ourselves. It is theoretically possible. I don't know building meta at all, but RP-wise, we build state houses in places that are very important and valuable, so I'll do that. And like the non-existent regions we actually control. Nobles demand compensation. They can go fuck themselves. The monarch needs absolute power in order to save Sardinia. I think that may be true, but it'll be difficult to do at this point. Get them all of vodka. True. If we get them obsessed with that, maybe they won't kill us. Egyptian South Africa? We need to make overtures to the Ming, really. I'm gonna bring the fleet back to Cesarea for the first time in like 10 years. I'm sure all the sailors would love to go home to their wives and their wives' boyfriends. At this point, given they've been gone for so long. It's like that fucking scene from Rome when he gets back and it's been so long, his wife is already remarried. Such a good show. Fuck, I wish they continued Rome. What up? I'll play it. This is good music. Why not? I'm gonna build furnaces. No, not yet. As a ruler of an ambitious early modern state, it is hard to make friends with everyone. Sometimes paying careful attention to what's going on in the international community allows you to lessen the impact of past slights. In his personal correspondence with the rulers of neighboring areas, Chancellor Alessandro hopes to improve our standing one word by... in the world little by little. Of Takrur and Shagatai. We'll drill. We'll send... Californian treasure fleet. Oh, we're getting treasure fleets now. Nice. Yeah, all that gold in California. How much is there? Gold up in Promo, the Northern Mountains. And then in Shasta, which we don't own. What would the parties be in Vic 3? Oof. The land owners and the petite bourgeoisie would be in power. Utterly. With the armed forces maybe also in government. If not, they'd be very influential. I'm going to start making the region surrounding Castile on our border more defensible. Get a new admiral. It's got a name I can pronounce. Bernat Asinari. And then we need to look around for like the 100th time today for anyone who might work with us. Maybe Lombardy. Let's improve relations. We'll get off the soundtrack because it doesn't fit the vibe quite that well. Industrialists aren't very liberal. Compared to some, like, traditional values, sure, but, like, in the context of Vic, no, not at all. Welcome back, Russia. We succeeded in our recent wars. We have a colony in Peru, and for the moment, knock on wood at the same time twice, we are not getting absolutely railed. I don't expect that to last, but for the moment. Maybe Bavaria? No, they like the Papal States. Need an ally outside Europe. Can we colonize anywhere in Asia, by chance? I think the Asian countries have gotten everything, but just in case. No, there's nothing left, is there? Absolutely not. Nope, there's literally just South America left, and I guess, nope. Yep, South America is all we got left now. My god. We'll go in here. Start upgrading our forts. No reason to make ourselves easy to siege out here. Cold it. And we'll go with probably the burghers. No. We'll go the burghers. We need control in the Miwok trade area. Which is California. We'll need some trade ships there then. Speaking of trade ships, we can get a lot of them. I'm going to take out some loans, and we're going to just build a fuck ton of them. Literally as many as we can make right now. This is risky, but... Do we have the sailors for this? We're going to just try and really get ahead of our income and see if we can just boost it dramatically. Because in EU4, I think it still is, right? You can just go way over your fleet limit, and if you get enough trade income from it, it's worth it. Because we need to try and do something with trade. We should be making way more than we are. So I'm going to redo that as soon as we get those trade ships. I'm just going to completely redo what we're doing. This fascist party in EU4 is called the Anti-Castalla Party. Maybe depending on how things go in Vic 3, you could approach politics similar to how China does now, where they talk about their century of humiliation and seek to find their place in the sun. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much what's happening right now if we survive. We'll give the traders aid. Our colonists have settled upon an amazing discovery, and it's a real delicacy back in Europe. Major trading houses are already importing this curiosity in the barrel load. Doesn't tell you what it is, but I guess we found some sort of good food. They changed the over naval force limit fee. Not really worth it unless you're running 0 heavy ships and target at very valuable trade nodes. Ah, shit. Okay, gotcha. I'll cancel some of those then. We can also expand our max naval supply, though, that I do know. And we'll knock down the rest of these, too. Appreciate you telling me. When do we get grand shipyards? Soon. Every place we can. We need more territory we directly rule. We need a war with the Pope. That's what we need. They have very strong allies, though. And we do not. Let's unrival Lombardy. We need to try and reconcile with them. Norway's rivaled us. Fuck it. No trust. All right, let's curry favors. Global trade. Goods have been moved around continents since antiquity, but there has been previously limited to a set number of routes and goods, such as manufactured goods of India and China, finding their way across the Indian Ocean and along the Silk Road. All trade is now increasingly becoming part of a greater world network, with the discovery of the Americas, sea routes around Africa, and the crossing of the Pacific Ocean. Local trade networks are being connected into one world-spanning interconnected web. Silver mine of the Andes is now being boxed and taken to Europe all the way to China and India. Iron mine and wrought in Scandinavia is being sold in West Africa by English merchants. Who got it? I swear to God. No, okay, cool. Britain got global trade. That makes sense. If we ally Lombardy, this will be massive. That's 100,000 more soldiers that can help us. Sickness of the king. Alessandro has fallen ill, or that's the chancellor. We'll delegate to the provinces. We're not going to give nobles anything else. How close are we getting control in Genoa? Place. Oh my god, look at the Papal States. We need to fight them. If we could take the Papal States' southern Italian holding, that gives us a chance in Europe. But I don't know how we do that without getting destroyed by Castalla. Throw everything onto Genoa, I guess. A coffee boom in Castalla. No. No, we're gonna lose it quickly. What if we could collect it from trade instead? We'll go for that. Cut off as much as we can. Diplomats in our New World colonies report unrest among the frontier. The continued rapid expansion of settlers has greatly angered neighboring native tribes. If it is our interest to keep good relations with them, we must restrict our colonial expansion. Nope. We're well past that. We're very ballsy, but you could join the Angevin faith or a similar one of a large nearby neighbor who would then support you. That's true. That's so radical, though. Another royal marriage request, this time from Chile. Comida Lucerna wants a royal marriage. No. You're not going to do that. Oh, wow. We have some good income now, that's for sure. We're under our fleet limit? We're still under our fucking fleet limit. Jesus Christ. We'll build another 5 galleons. And then the rest... Oh, fuck it. We'll build another 10 gal... Ugh, they're so expensive. We'll build another 10 galleons. Fuck it. We'll go to the max in galleons. I built them all in one place. I shouldn't do that, but it will be slower that way. That's fine. It should... Oh, I already read that. Okay. We'll do this, I think. Naval limit in subjects is partially converted to the overlord. If we increase the max naval amount in our colonies, we will get more too. I just remembered that. I think that's right. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Don't we get a small portion of our naval, our colony's naval combat limit, or no, naval combat limit, our naval capacity? Or is it just sailors? We're really far ahead militarily. I'm going to develop our manpower instead. Okay, it's both. Well, we will do that then. I don't think there's anything else we could do with military power, is there? Depends on the colony. All on the type, right? You can... Relationship upgrade increase? What are these? I've never seen this before. Increased gold tax. Increased navies from colonies. Oh, naval force limit bonus. Absolutely. That's cool. Whoa. Global trade power. Increases liberty desire, though. We'll have to be careful with these. We'll take the trade power one too. That's cool. God damn. Is this vanilla or is this one of the mods I'm running? Does anyone know? I'll take the land limit. That's huge. Navies from colonies. Global trade power. Craft from colony. And then... subjects expanded. Gotcha. We'll take the draft as well. Well, that gives us way more navy limit. Or not way more. We got, I think, 10 or 15 more. Got a little bit more. And then I will start to upgrade colonial naval limits too. I mean, really at this point, we just have to get our strong, like, colonies to be strong. That's very dangerous considering we're actually probably going to end up not as strong as many of them. But if we can make our colonies strong enough, they might be enough to save us. Also, our chancellor just died. We are in need of another. Chancellor Alessandro Visconti has died. Monarchists are leaning. We'll go for the monarchist candidate. He's not as good. Solomon. If monarchism ever gets to 100%, I will reform to go back into like a formal monarchy system in-game. Just heads up. That I will do. Well advised. He was immediately excommunicated. Or was he? No, we're no longer excommunicated because our old leader is not in charge. I see. That makes more sense. Oh, those treasure fleets are getting big now. Peru gave us 200 gold for that one. Seems a set from Peru have ventured into Kamana province of La Arca, so our colonies are having an issue right now. They're fighting each other. We're going to intervene to sort this out. We cannot have our colonies fighting. We need them strong. That's not happening. They could have Prime. Lady Grey Magic. Appreciate that. We still have loans, too. Pay off the last of those. And we have a few more trade ships. It's like Sevilla. We just don't have a good place to collect from trade. That's one of our biggest issues. I almost wish we were in the Americas. Not really, because we'll get destroyed, but... What's up, Curse? Let's upgrade the fort in Sassari, too. We can also make some more states. None of them are really good, though. Don't they only need the Balearic Isles to form Spain? I think so, yes. They need to integrate Leon, too, I believe. What are we looking like with everyone else on heavy ships? I'm sure it's just out of hand at this point. Now, our Navy quality is very high. We can punch above our weight class. We're 30. We're not as down as I actually thought we would be. If we after this period of economic expansion, fully upgrade to like 50 or 60 heavy ships, we can actually probably beat most fleets in the game at this point. Because our quality is just so much higher and so much better. Like, look at our combat bonuses for Navy real quick. Galleons get a 20% bonus, and galleys get a 40% bonus. Plus, we have a naval morale modifier, and then if we obviously get the advisor. I know that's a little metagamey to stack, and I don't like to do that in RP campaigns, but considering who we're fucking dealing with, we have to use these things. That's why I don't like that EU4 forces me to have to actually do a bit of metagaming to survive. But it is what it is. Welcome back. The war with South Japan went well. We have 5 colonies in the New World now. We have California, we have Peru, we have Chile, and then we have Brazil, and of course, Alessandria, which is Cuba. Yeah, we gotta go after the Pope and get his colonies in Argentina. That would really put us in good shape. True, crisis management. Game's literally designed to be the most min-maxing map painter in every Paradox game. Yeah. I'm hoping that we get EU5 at some point soon, next couple of years, and I hope they don't go that direction with it. EU4 is usually the least fun part of Mega Campaign to play. Really cool, fun stuff happens. I don't dislike EU4. It is enjoyable. It's just, like, it does feel like... I get exasperated when, like... Because the AI is really well done. I'd say EU4 probably has the best AI from a mechanical perspective, which makes the game hard. But I don't feel it's very balanced with, like, decision-making that's more roleplay. And it's not designed to be. EU4 is not a roleplay game. So, it's just a little rough. Screw the Pope. Fully agreed. It may be a sick man, but it's a stubborn and defiant man, too. True. We managed to forge something out of nothing here, really. No other way to put that. Okay, I'm going to change some of those reforms. We just fucked our colonies. No, I guess not. No. I just need to get stronger. Let's develop on production again. Maybe also kill the Africans in Brazil soon. Yeah, Tekrur. Do they have big allies? Yeah, they're allied with Britain? They want all our stuff too. Wow, the Sheridan cities are strong. They'll ally us? Hold on. Hold on. That's a huge ally. We'll take anything we can get. Oh my god. Who the fuck are you? The Sheridan cities. Who the fuck are these guys? I didn't realize they were so strong. I'm gonna Google it. Is this a real thing? Sheridan cities. The Sheridan cities, often translated as the Red Cities or Red Forts, was a point of dispute between the Kingdom of Poland and Kievan Rus. It was a border territory that has just gotten super strong in this timeline. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, they were originally just like a buffer state. And they've turned into like a major power, really. We'll take any help we can get, frankly. Yeah, it did. They were a buffer from Poland, and now they are Poland. 150,000 troops. See if there's anyone else I missed. Nope. Our allies' total troop combined is, let's look at this now. If they all join, which is a big if, is we have 400,000 troops in our allies if they all join, which is a very big if, which does match Castile. It doesn't match their allies, and it sure as fuck doesn't match their colonies, but that's something. We need more galleons. There's a coalition against them, too. Can we not start a coalition war? Well, it gives us a little bit of deterrence. Plantation owner, let's go switch to him. He's really good. And he's very cheap. How's Castile so strong? Because look at like the last video of the mega campaign in CK3 and look how much land they had. They entered Europe with more than I actually gave them. They had almost all of southern France. They had most of northern Italy as well, because they just like grew and grew and grew. And after we kept, you remember in, I don't know if you watched the full mega campaign, but in CK3 when we were feuded with House Borjone in France and we just kept murdering their leaders over and over again, making them weak because we were feuding with them. That's what allowed Castile to go strong. We, in many ways, not in many ways, in every important way, we created Castalla. Like, they are a beast of our own making. They're also of our same dynasty. We're really different now, but we founded Castalla originally because the Muslims had gotten very powerful in Iberia during the middle of CK3 in the mega campaign, and there was a crusade called upon Iberia, and it was our troops under, I think, Lissandro, actually. No, it was before Lissandro. I think Castor the First, I want to say, where we fought against the Muslims and helped to found the Kingdom of Andalusia, which we founded with one of our dynasty. It was a second son of one of our ancestors who founded El Andalus. And through our support of them, we were allied for a long time. We helped to completely rid Iberia of all the heathens. And we owned actually a lot of Eastern Iberia for a long time, including in EU4. What happened is they grew really powerful in Castalla, and then one of their vassals declared a war and took Granada, which we owned. We lost it, and their king did not stop him, which was the beginning of the hostilities. From there, we were so busy feuding with House Borjone in France that we just kept focusing on murdering their leaders, making them so weak. Castalla declared several major wars and conquered most of the southern part of France. From there, they went into Italy, and there was nothing we could do. So in every way, we made this monster. It's a beast of our own making, and we're dealing with the consequences, which is why I love mega campaigns. The fuck-ups you do early on you don't think matter will haunt you for the rest of the fucking campaign, and it sucks, but it's also really fucking cool. Yeah, culturally, they're like much more Arabic culturally than like historical. This isn't hyper-zealous Castile. This is like a very kind of actually multicultural one. They have a lot of Arabic culture they've taken on there, which is really cool. Ruthenia. With 140,000 troops, yes, we will royal marriage you. Oh my god, we can get an ally. Oh my god, we can get an ally! Eastern Europe! Vladimir is dead. The statists were right. It was the East. Fuck. We had to wait until Vladimir completely fell to nothing, but the successor states are actually willing to work with us. Oh my god, they were right. The burghers were right all along. Fuck. Oh my god. What, there's two Ruthenias? Oh, never mind. Okay, I see. We could ally the other one. It's just they're not strong, so there's no point. Never mind. I got confused. Ruthenia 1 is very strong. It's going to be Ukraine. Oh my god. It is. They've got the sigil. Is Ukraine really going to inherit Eastern Europe in this campaign? That is hilarious. Fuck. We have to support them. We have to make another monster in the East. Every war they declare, we're going in with them. What are we doing with all this money? Ships, that's what we're doing with all this money. We can get another 20. Nope. Fuck it. That'll put us up to, I think, around 60 heavy ships. We are actually a naval player again. Yes, you can. We already have a flagship. It's called Lissandro's Wrath. And it is an absolute monster. Our relations with Northern Japan. The Yusugai, they're good. They just are too far from us to care. No, never mind. They hate us now. Yeah, because we own California. Every major power does not like us because we hold things they want. Every single one. That's Shagatai, but they just don't like us. Damn. Today has been interesting. My gosh, the mega campaign. More naval traditions. Develop the colonies. Oh, that's not what we want. There we go. Everyone wants Hotel California. Hold on. Is that a Bardcore song? Bear with me. Fucking better be. Hardcore Hotel California. Come on, I believe. I believe in you, Internet. Yeah. Thank you, Cheese. What do you make enemies fight by giving provinces they want to people they don't like? That is big brain. That is not a bad idea. That is one of the reasons we gave Castile this land down here, actually, originally. You might have something there. We might want to think a bit about that. It's also just a case of we need to make our colonies strong. I'm sounding like a broken record, but it's what it takes. In honor of everyone wanting fucking California. Fuck. So the leading members of the government are deeply worried about some changes that have recently been proposed on how the realm should be ruled. Naturally, they avoid to mention how the changes would impact our own power base. Welcome. Yes. But if we do it more strategically, maybe it'll actually work. Big ass treasure fleet. Cool. A secret gathering in a secluded place was discovered. A group of peasants dressed in odd rags have been dancing, singing, and celebrating something near a bonfire. Influenced by Cusco, no doubt. Yeah, we have so much paganism in Sardinia, it's kind of crazy. We'll allow it, though. We're very tolerant. Yeah, I mean, we already have people worshipping, like, the Greek gods in North Africa. Just a reminder, if you don't remember that. In Orberia and in Tunisia, the local religion is entirely Hellenic. I didn't edit that in, too. We just got events for it. Nice. Renaissance masterpiece from a writer. At least we have a lot of amazing culture going on. I suppose all the war and violence would probably make people fairly creative. Yeah, true. No, I'm not saying he's not justified in what he's doing. I'm just saying he can go fuck himself. He's not wrong. We are, like... We're very radical when it comes to religious tolerance. Like, even... We don't allow them any, like, actual positions or anything like that, but we don't go kill them, which is radical. Privateering. Ooh. Ooh. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna privateer Sevilla. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. Come on, I believe. God damn it. No, that doesn't work. Worth a try. What if we privateer... Let me privateer Genoa. Just instantly get declared on by Castalla. We know what you did. We were waiting. Yeah, it works. All right, we're gonna privateer Genoa. The Tunisians are just so into the Renaissance they decided to start worshipping the old gods again. Yes, that is unironically the lore. Though that probably would have been during the Protestant League. Cusco insulted us. Is that really something you should be doing right now? 45 heavy ships. Go for institutional spread. The fuck is this Bard Core? I don't hate it. It's wonky. I know what we're gonna do. See if we can get some more naval capacity. Yeah, for real though. Fuck. Lightship Tim, nice name. We have a reform. I don't hate this, but I think I will switch on over. Never a good Bard Core song that would fit the mood. See what I can find here. Here we go. In honor of our recent privateering, this is in honor of those proud Sardinian seamen currently privateering the Mediterranean. Ooh, we raided a treasure fleet too. Arg. Sardinian piracy is beginning. It's time. We have a reform too. You know what would be really fun to do though? I could save edit Lysandria into a pirate nation. That'd be kind of fun. There's like, our current government's so desperate and so hated by Europe. We just don't give a shit anymore, right? Really, about Western Europe. We could literally allow piracy to like begin in Lysandria and start supporting it. RP wise. Governments in this time period, this is the buccaneering period, like they were very willing to like literally fund and facilitate privateering. Yeah, true. Can one of the mods make a poll to see if we should turn Lysandria into a pirate hub and support it to start raiding our fucking enemies in the Caribbean? Paul, do you mind making the poll? All right, let's look at our reforms we can do. We're way further, aren't we? Did we lose a bunch of them or something? What the hell? No, we already have them, I see. Okay. Legitimization of power. Machiavellian reign. We're just doing pure RP here. Don't look at the stats. The state is above morals, above virtues and sins. The government must make actions purely based on beneficial gains for the state. We've been doing that for a long time. Laissez la de la République. Absolute rule of a single monarch is detrimental to the state, as letting in masses rule over themselves. The power of the monarch should not be subject to any faction in the state. They've lost a lot of power. Two treatises of government. The boy John Locke. The nature of humanity is characterized by reason and tolerance. No man is born evil. However, all human nature leads our people to be selfish and act only for their own good. The government ensures that the selfishness is resolved in civil ways. It also serves to defend the natural right of life, health, liberty, and possessions. Maybe. What the fuck, Leviathan? This is cool. Whoever did this. This isn't vanilla, is it? Life without government, also called as the state of nature, is a state of anarchy. Hobbes is such a fucking depressing dude. Every man is for himself, and a war of all against all is the only outcome. The people of our government cede some of their rights to our sovereign authority and protection from discord. That would fit our government, honestly, though. True. So, do I have any mods? There it is. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tom. All right, we'll do a vote on if we turn Lysandria into a pirate haven to begin to raid the treasure fleets of Castalla, to raid the shipping fleets of France, which bring tobacco across the Atlantic, to raid the British just because fuck them, and yeah, mainly the Spanish and the French. That's a poll. When we're done with that, we'll do a poll on what we are going to do to legitimize our government's power through reform. So we'll do that one next. You know, fuck it. We're going to play some Bardcore. I hope this isn't copywriting, but who knows? It's worth it. I want us to get up to 50 heavies. That will give us some degree of safety. How's that poll looking? 10 yeses. Wow, there is no debate on that. Alrighty. We're gonna get a little radical. I mean, honestly, what the fuck do we have to lose? Every 30 years, Castalla fights us anyway. If we can take a pound of flesh along the way, why not? We're not above it. Oh no. Oh no, I clicked the wrong option. Because I'm not paying attention, and we have no troops in Europe. Fuck me. Alright. Well, we are dealing with a major peasant uprising right now because I wasn't paying attention. Please tell me we have transport ships. We do not. This is why you shouldn't rule a country in EU4 while jamming to Bardcore, because you get distracted. Just a bit of advice. Alright. Okay, in terms of what we'll do for the poll for legitimization of power, I'm going to say the social contract too. That's so cool. What mod is this from? Yar. Alright. It's a pirate life for Lysandria. We'll do a poll for legitimization of power. I'll do this one myself. What are we going with? We're gonna do 2 options. You have 2 choices here. Just to remind you, the 2 choices. You have Machiavellian, which is the state is above morals, above virtue and sin, and we do whatever we need for our own gain. Or we do Leviathan, which is that everything is horrible, our society and peasants are evil, and it's our job to stop them from hurting themselves. Those are the 2 options. Given recent times, I think we'd have a very, what's the word? Pessimistic government. Play one more Bardcore song, and then we'll go back to regular music. And we're also almost done for the day. Here it is. This is a good one. All right. Speaking of uppity peasants who don't know what's good for them, we have a major revolt in Sardinia. The people are crying out for reform, lower taxes and rights. They know we have no troops stationed back home, which is a major oversight of our government, undoubtedly. Let's recruit more reserves at home. Pirate Bardcore? Is that a thing? Hold up. Bet it is. There we go. In honor of Lysandria. I'll save edit it. Lysandria will be a pirate republic next time we play the grand campaign. I'll save edit that in. You know what I can do? I had an idea. Hold up. I had a very fun idea. We'll see if that goes ahead. Another. Wonderful. We're getting a lot of gold income. Look at the timing! The grand campaign's listening. It knows what we're doing. Our use of privateering to strengthen our position on the oceans has not gone unnoticed by the unsavory individuals who raid ships within the blessings of a king. But we prefer not to see many similarities between our legitimate organizations of reprisals and these pests, some of them see quite a few. Some of the more successful pirates in our area of interest are seeking to receive the backing of Sardinia as more or less official capacity. They're also suggesting, through crude insinuations, that if we don't take them up on the offer, somewhere else just might. Let's fucking do it. We're gonna start employing pirates. What are the fucking chances? That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. What can go wrong, Nullworm? Absolutely nothing. No. We're gonna make a deal with them. We'll make a deal they can't refuse. As long as their interests coincide with ours, it'll be fine. If they ever change that, well, we can change the terms of the deal. Also, I think that's a very good place to stop. We're gonna end here for the day. This was a fun one. I had a lot of fun. I think I may start streaming the Grand Campaign at this time. I've tried to do morning streams to fit European time zones, but I'm just way more mentally active during the afternoon my time. I'm not a morning person. I think these streams will be more fun and enjoyable, even if you gotta watch the VOD if I'm doing it at this time. So I'm just way more mentally here. So I think I may switch it over. I know I've been jumping times a lot recently, but I'm trying to find something that really fits well. So we may do it at this time from here on out. If you're European, I do apologize, but I'm just at a better mental state during this time, honestly. I think it'll follow Lolosia. Before we end, the end of the poll is Machiavellian. So before we end today, we will do one last great reform for Sardinia. And we will embrace the government's ideology and how it views itself and the world going forward. Which is, the state is above morals, above virtue and sin. The government must make decisions purely based on the beneficial gains of the state, even if they are deemed as evil. As such, the sovereign has the right to act for the benefit of his state without moral consideration. A fitting place to end and a fitting place to continue. And with that, we'll end the stream. I'll be streaming on Wednesday. It'll probably be a like 1-off or 2-off France Victoria 3 game with a new DLC. We have a new Millennium Dawn campaign starting on Saturday morning, which I will not tell you about what it is, but that will be happening. We've got CK3 roleplay next Saturday afternoon, including I will be showing the music video I'm working on. We're going to be courting Duchess Matilda, and I am recording a stupid music video for it because I think it'll be fun. I'm going to be playing a Habsburg probably in that game. He has a folk band which he's going to use to serenade Matilda, and get this, they're called the Chins, because he's a Habsburg. I thought it was funny. And then moving forward, I think we'll do GC on Sunday afternoon. Hope everyone enjoys. Hope you have a good evening, and I will catch you all soon.